Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And we are at Technique Tuesday, and today we are going to make a square from my 1987 leaflet called 63 Easy-To-Crochet Pattern Stitches Combined to Make an Heirloom Afghan by Darla Sims. So we are making number 45 square, and it's called the crossed ripple stitch. We start out by chaining 27. Alright, and in the second chain from the hook, we need to put a single crochet, and then in every chain across, we're putting one single crochet. So by the end of this row, you should have 26 single crochets. Okay, so this is what it should look like. We're going to chain 3 for row 2 and turn our work. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet here and throughout this pattern. So this chain 3 is coming out of this first stitch right here, so we're going to skip that stitch. And then we're going to skip the next 2 stitches after that. So there's 1, 2, and in this third stitch, we're going to do a double crochet. Now you're going to chain 1. Let's do that again because I don't think I was in the camera. I'm sorry. Alright. Let's start over. We got chain 3. Alright. And now we're skipping this stitch that this chain 3 came out of. We're going to skip the next 2 and put a double crochet in the third. And then we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to go back 2 stitches. The 2 stitches that we skipped, we are going to go back to the first stitch and put a double crochet into that. Okay. Alright, now from here on out we are skipping 2. 1, 2, and then the third one. We're going to repeat this all the way across. And then we're going to come back to the very first stitch that we skipped and put a double crochet in it. So now we're going to skip 1, 2, and put a double crochet in the third from that stitch and chain 1. And then now we're going to go back to the first stitch that we skipped and put a double crochet in it. So we're doing crisscrosses here. 1, 2, and the third one right here, chain 1, and then we're coming back to the first one, 1, 2, we're going to do this all the way across. 2. And then you should have 1 stitch left, and we're just going to put a double crochet in that last stitch. And now let's count. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cross stitches. So we've got 8 cross stitches with 1 double crochet on each side. Alright, so now for round 3, row 3, we're going to chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to single crochet in each double crochet and chain 1. So that we should end up with 26 stitches again. So in each double crochet and chain 1. Don't forget those chain 1s. And by the end of this row you should have 26 stitches. Alright, make sure that you single crochet at the top of that chain 3, because that is considered a stitch. So now we are going to do row 4, and we're going to chain 3. Okay, so we are going to, this first stitch this chain 3 is coming out of. We're skipping the 2, and in the third one we're going to put a double crochet. Chain 1. So we're going to go to the very first one, and around that post, we're going to put a double crochet. Front post double crochet. Alright, we're going to skip the next 2, 1, 2. Hang on a second. Alright, we're going back here. Alright, so this, down below these single crochets, there's a post right here, a double crochet. We're going to go around that and do a front post double crochet. Now we are skipping 2, and in the third one put a double crochet and chain 1. And right down below here, this first one, we're going to do a double crochet around that post. That's interesting. Alright. We're skipping 2, putting a double crochet here, make sure we're chaining 1, and we're going to come down to this very first one here, down below, and do a front post double crochet. Skipping 2, put a double crochet, chain 1, and we're just doing this front post double crochet from down below. Skip 2, double crochet, I'm going to do a front post double crochet. Wait a minute, I didn't chain 1. We need to chain that 1, that's important, because we're actually skipping stitches. 1, 2, put a double crochet, chain 1, and then we're putting a double crochet around that first front post, that first post of the X from down below. Skip 2, and we're going to double crochet here, and chain 1, double crochet in there, chain 1, and then we're going to put a double crochet in that last one. So you should still have 8 cross stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cross stitches around with a double crochet on each end. Alright, so from here we're going to repeat rows 3 and 4. My piece measures about 8.5 inches. So I'm going to keep going until it measures 8.5 inches that way. So we're going to do this off off camera, and I will be back to show you how to do the border. See you then. Okay, so here is the finished square. The one thing that I did do is, because we started out with this row of single crochets, I ended with a row of single crochets. It kind of makes the square look better and uniform. So this is the front, what it looks like, and this is the back. And I sort of like the back too, but it's a little bumpy, and this is so squishy. This would make a beautiful baby blanket. So anyway, yeah, it's really squishy. I like the way. Anyway, so we've got, I've got my white attached, and I'm going to chain 1, and we're going to turn. This is turning. Alright, so we need to put 2 single crochets in this first stitch, and we are going to put a single crochet in each stitch across. So there's 26 stitches across. Subtract that by 2, and that will make us 24 stitches, because I am not going to count the corners when we're trying to figure out how many stitches will go down the sides. Alright, when we get to the last stitch, we need to put 2 single crochets in there, chain 2, and 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Alright, now we're going to go down the side here, and this is where doing the math of our stitches is important. Alright, so we need to put 24 stitches, and let me count these. I think we get double crochets down here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11. Alright. So we just need to, what we're going to do is we're going to put 3 single crochets in this first one. And then we're going to put 2 single crochets in each of these doubles coming down. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, here's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're going to put 3 in this last one. So there's 24. Alright, so now we're at the corner. And we're going to do 2 single crochets in there, chain 2 and 2 single crochets. Okay, so anyway, we have our even 24. Alright, so we're going to repeat this around the rest of the square. Okay, so I will see you at the end of this row. Okay, so I got all the way around there, and I attached this with a half double crochet to form my corner, and then I put stitch markers in all the corners. So now we're going to start from here. We're going to chain 1, and starting in this first stitch in the front loop only, we're going to put a slip stitch. So we are going to loosely slip stitch all the way around this square. So we'll put a slip stitch across here, and I'll show you what to do at the corner. Okay, so we're almost at the corner. And when we get to the corner, we're going to skip over the corner. And we're going to just continue to slip stitch in all of the stitches. Now, I said loosely. If you think that your slip stitches are too tight, it should look about like this. If you think your slip stitches are about too tight, then go up one hook size. And then that kind of will probably loosen them up. So you're going to go all the way around the square like that, and I will meet you at the end of this round. Okay, so I slip stitched to the first slip stitch. We're going to chain one, and we're going to pull these slip stitches forward. And what you should see back there is the back loops that we did not work in. So this first one's a little bit tight. We're going to single crochet in those back loops. So pull those forward. There we go. And just single crochet into those. Alright, so when we get to the corner, we're going to pull that. That's why we have the stitch marker. I'm going to pull it out, put our needle in there, and we can take the stitch marker out. You're going to put 3 single crochets in that corner. And then you're going to continue around putting single crochets, 1 single crochet in each of those back loops. Okay? And this is what the corner should look like. Everything looks like this, okay? So I will finish mine off camera, and I will be back to show you the finished square. Okay, so this is our finished square with the border and everything, and I just love this. And I was thinking about this, that I may come up with a corner to corner with this stitch. So if I do, and make a baby blanket out of it, I will make sure we do the videotaping of it. But I just really, really love this stitch. I love it. One thing is because it is texture. And I am all about texture. I love anything with texture in it. So it is just so full of texture, and it's so squishy and soft. This would make a very good baby blanket. So anyway, I hope you guys had a lot of fun making this square with me. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.